TwitchCon 2017 coverage continues. I have here with me HayliNic. We need some hype up in the chat for Miss HayliNic, as well as a link. I need some links. Oblong, can you throw me a link for Miss HayliNic, please? So it's a little loud here. Miss HayliNic was at the horror terror. What were you at the other night? The terror of what was the horror thing?
Nights.
And is that? And you lost your voice a little.
Well, I was actually. I've been traveling a little bit for work the last couple weeks, and we were in Arizona visiting family. And the day I woke up to leave to fly to New York, my throat was just done, and I'm like, oh boy,
yeah.
I have a week of working and then TwitchCon to go through, so I apologize for the sound of my voice. I don't usually sound like a chain-smoking frog, but here I am.
It's all right. I like it. It's fine. Now, I obviously follow you on Twitter. I follow, stuff like that.
I follow you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Accounts follow.
Did I see that you were traveling, and then you were traveling again, and this is your third technical, travel within 2.5 weeks?
Yes. It's been a lot. I love traveling, though, so I'll never whine about it, and it's a really cool opportunity to see more and to also get to know the people that I'm working with better, and to overall get to have experiences like that. So
that's
being
awesome.
Traveling a lot means it's busy, which means it's good.
Busy is good, and you don't have kids yet.
Not yet.
So you've got time to actually do it without there being repercussions.
Screaming children, yeah.
Yeah, because you will not do it with them. You'll be like, nope, you're staying home.
I've been told.
You're staying home. Yeah, give it time. So we got a whole bunch of people in here. Tones, what's up? Classified Rebel. Magic Dwarf, he's actually back there. Mad Axe, hello.
Host it. Can I host it for my channel?
Oh yeah, you can host it for sure.
I don't know what we'll do I'm not online, but
yeah, you can give it a shout out if you can even get through. The internet here is
I do have Wi-Fi.
Well, I can give
loading. I think we're good. Yeah, I can get it.
Okay, if it doesn't, let me know and I'll give you my Wi-Fi.
Because
yes, Legion has their own Wi-Fi because we're that badass.
You gotta do it. Host Lenovo Legion. All right, it should say HayliNic hosted. In theory. Hey, me. 15 whole viewers.
That's all right. It's about the content. We're gonna VOD a lot of this stuff anyway next week.
Cool.
So and then we'll take it. We might rip it and put it on YouTube to help you out.
Always
so the
good.
whole reason why we do this is not necessarily for Legion. It's because of people I'm friends with that I think that the Legion community or other people really need to meet. They really need to know.
Thank you. I like that.
And if you aren't one of those people, you're sure as shit not up here. So.
Fair enough. You are the gatekeeper after all.
I am. Yep. Did we have a HayliNic URL? HayliNic URL? Twitch.tv/HayliNic. You already threw it in there? Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about you and what is actually going on. You've got a lot going on. You just got married.
I did.
Which is awesome.
Married, yeah.
You've been traveling a lot. When do you actually find time to actually stream?
So, I'm lucky because streaming is my full-time job, and a lot of people don't really realize that it's more than just being live every day, but it's a number of things. You work with different companies, it's social media, it's events like this and getting to meet the community. So whenever I'm not traveling, I'm streaming, and I have a gaming laptop that I can bring with me on the go, so I can stream when I'm gone at times as well. And Twitch has just released streaming from the app, which is cool on your phone. So I was just in New York City and I did an IRL stream, just walking around Manhattan, just exploring.
I saw it. I got in there. During your pizza.
It was a lot of fun. I was eating pizza. It was great.
Yep.
But it was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot. So the main thing is just whenever I'm home, like after this weekend, I'm gonna take a day at least to let my voice just to not speak, let my voice recover. Yeah. And then Tuesday it's back on the grind.
Yeah,
it's not over yet.
I'm taking the red eye back.
Yeah, tonight?
No, Sunday night.
Sunday night, okay.
Yeah, so after the event's over, I'm taking the red eye back.
Back to North Carolina?
Yeah, I get in at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh.
So it's like it's a weird 12-hour shift.
Yes.
And it jacks you up. Every time I go back, it just messes me up. But now.
Thank you, Rebel. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm reading you guys' chat. I see you.
Yes, that's why we're doing this. You got to follow her. Oblon, I don't know if I want your Wi-Fi. We are Legion, damn Skippy. Did you know I have my own emotes?
I want to see.
So that's one. Somebody that's
you.
That's Jeff. And then give me the other Jeff emote.
Wait, that's
Oblon.
Hilarious. I need that emote. I need to sub to the channel
in chat. So I can live, even though I'm leaving Legion, I can live infamously.
Okay.
Continue.
There you go. Oh, so they know. Okay.
They do.
Cool.
Yeah, they know.
I was gonna say, I wasn't gonna
they're not
mention
happy about it.
I don't blame them.
But they know. But they know that I'll be doing a lot more on SpinWiz Comics and SpinWiz.
Okay.
So I might be streaming. I might be consulting and doing more of this for Legion. I don't know what's going to happen yet.
Cool. Lots of opportunities.
So there it is.
So there's Blackout 3000 in chat. My hubby, his name's Blackout 009.
Blackout 3000 was in Blackout 009's chat this morning.
Were you guys chatting about it?
Yeah, we were
like
talking about it and the fact that Rick got his name from the helicopter in Transformers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You married him. Why do I know things that you don't know?
I guess you learn something new every day.
Well, I
learned something about my husband that Jeff found out this morning.
I am a fantastic interviewer.
Yeah.
I find out the dirt.
You did get the down and the dirty.
Yep.
I like that.
And Rick thought it was just an easy interview. Nope. Oh, I got everything out of him.
Little did he know he was taking advantage of.
I know.
All of his secrets.
I know. You have to tell him later and be like, see what happens.
You will always be Legion.
Yeah, of course you're reading chat.
Heck yeah.
I will always be Legion, damn right, Tones. And I might be staying in a certain capacity to help with the streamers and the influencers.
I like that.
The comic stuff I'm doing will definitely have influencers, but in a different. Twitch will be using quite a bit.
Cool.
So we're not leaving. So
either way.
See, he already followed him.
Buds. Good, thank you. Thanks for following.
So Rick's a good dude. We had him here earlier. We talked for a little over half an hour.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, we were just shooting it. That's what we do. So let's talk a little bit more about you, because I think more people want to know who HayliNic is.
Who am I?
First of all, what games do you normally stream? Like, I know you're a variety streamer.
I'm a variety streamer.
But do you gravitate towards anything in particular?
I gravitate mostly towards shooter games, first-person shooters.
Okay.
Except Battlegrounds. I hate first-person and Battlegrounds. Only third-person, because I'm a pleb. But yeah, shooter games are great.
I've seen you play Overwatch.
A lot of Overwatch.
Yep.
That game will always have a very special place in my heart. PUBG, I played a lot of Counter-Strike for a really long time. And it wasn't until like Overwatch and Battlegrounds came out that I started to gravitate from it. And now it's like, oh God, CSGO. Oh man, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I like to dabble. CSGO is always fun to try out every once in a while, but like I said, I mean, and PUBG right now has such a big presence on Twitch here in the gaming community in general. It's getting massive.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's addictive for good reason. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't like playing solo.
I don't either.
It's
only fun with friends.
Yeah, and even with the community, they know if I'm playing solo, it's usually just to warm up. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I play squads and duos, and these guys will say they carry me constantly, which they don't.
Yeah.
I am clutch. I will continue to say that I'm clutch.
Have your moments.
But we'll link your channel. It's HayliNic.
League? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, no League.
Like most of my viewers are actually here at TwitchCon.
Classified, you will.
Otherwise, they would be in chat memeing about League of Legends, because a long time ago, many moons ago when I started my stream, I played League.
Oh my.
I'm almost embarrassed to admit that.
Yeah, seriously, that changes my views of you a little bit. Not in a negative way, just
after that. But then I got away from all that, and I'm just like, oh. Now it's a meme in my chat. They're like, hey, you should play League. I'm like, that's cute, or I could just jump off a bridge. Like either one. Yeah,
the community, Panic Control is one of our guys, and he actually works at Riot Games.
Oh, okay.
And I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, it's CS:GO and League are one of the same when it comes to very pissed off people.
That's one of the reasons that I started to move away from Counter-Strike, is because the community in League is rough. It's very aggressive.
Yeah.
With Counter-Strike, it was more so that people care so much about how they play, about the game, that it becomes so if I played poorly or people on my team played poorly, it would just affect me. I would just get so angry. And I'm a very positive, upbeat, happy person. That's just
until you play CS:GO.
And I play Counter-Strike, and if you watch some clips, unless I'm like trolling with friends or I'm just like casually playing, I'm so competitive, I can't help it. And it was affecting me so negatively, I was like, I needed to step away. So that's why with PUBG, I care, obviously, but it's not nearly like, you don't have a rank in PUBG. Yeah. It's not, it's very different.
Not yet.
So I miss it sometimes, and then I play a game and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't play CS:GO because I can't handle all the racist stuff.
It's bad.
Like
it's
I don't,
bad.
and I know that it's just people saying whatever, but I don't even like being around it.
That and the cheaters. There's
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of
the
cheaters
ton of
in
cheaters.
CS:GO.
I don't like that. And
Valve needs to work on that. The whole VAX system just needs to be entirely redone because so many people slip through the cracks. It just doesn't, I don't know how. The amount of times I've died or been in a game with cheaters, and you know it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard to see. You can
Yeah.
go back and watch the gameplay and see that they're shooting you through walls and tracing you.
Yeah.
That's the most frustrating thing of all because it's entirely out of your control. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I'll play League every now and then, but the problem is when I have an hour of free time, which I don't have much of,
Right.
League is tough because it's usually, you can play a bot game in 15 minutes, but a competitive match
long.
is going to take you an hour, an hour and a half.
Yep. It's a long
So, and I
time.
just, if my son wakes up, I have to go, he's my priority.
Of course.
So, or whatever happens. And
How
then
do you like the gifts you got him, by the way?
he loved them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
so what he did, so Haley and I were hanging out at PAX West, and the Castle Crashers, we were looking for something for my son because I try to get him something every time because when daddy's away, he doesn't
He's a great
he doesn't
dad.
like it. So I got him Castle Crashers, a set of five.
I think 5.
Set of 5. And I gave them to him, and he looked at them and he goes, "What are these?" And they were cute, and then I told him, and he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." You started playing with them and stuff. But he did the cutest thing in that he took the pink one and the red one, and he said, "Mommy and Daddy, these are for you." And so now we sleep with them in between our pillows, my wife and I, because when he comes in, he's like, "Did they protect you?"
That's so cute.
Killer, right?
You have I need to meet your kid.
He is awesome.
How old is he now?
5. He turned
his
5
birthday?
2 weeks ago. And he is the sweetest. No, don't make me wrong.
I love it.
He is this really sweet kid 90% of the time. Every kid can be a little shit
That's pretty
10% of
standard.
the time. But my
That's
kid
true.
does the sweetest things that
love
I've
that.
never seen kids do stuff like this. So my hope is that I can continue, while I can be hard on
Harness
him,
that. Harness
is
that
that I can make
sweetness.
sure that he has that inside of him, because that's the way I kind of am, and I
Yeah.
hope, and my wife is, and I hope we can make sure that we can keep
Absolutely.
that. But he's also huge.
Really?
So he's 5 years old, and he's just under 4 feet tall. He's 57 or 58 pounds.
He's a
Like,
big
he's a
boy.
freaking tank.
Wow.
Yeah, we gave him a little, those things you blow up and you punch and they kind of come back at you?
Yeah.
He hit it 3 times and popped it. So I had to go get him a mixed martial arts one
Oh my god.
that he pounds on, just pounds on it. So
Make sure to get him starting playing League early to become another faker.
yeah, I need 91 awesome points. Jeff, the Truth or Dare. Jeff,
That's
Truth or Dare.
hysterical.
I cannot do Truth or Dare anymore.
Someone has said you were 91 points until he can get you to do Truth or Dare. What are the points? Do you have a point system?
I don't know if it's one of the systems we used to use. We don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Castle
That's so
Crash is fun.
true.
It is fun, yeah. Make sure you get him, start playing League early. No.
That's what I was just saying.
I will keep him so far away from that game in CS:GO, it's not going to happen.
Nah, I'm good.
Doswell, what's up, baby? How are you? So, anyway, more about you.
Okay.
I feel like that was way too much about me. And,
No,
and
I love hearing it.
And
I
not
love
enough
it.
about you. Your community.
Yes.
Tell everybody what they're called
Okay.
and why. Because I already know.
We talked about
talked
this.
about it. And that's why I had
It's
to
so
stop
dumb.
because I wanted the icon.
It's great.
Go ahead and tell them what they're called and why.
Sure. So my community. Oh, Clarbinks is in chat. Hi, Clarbinks. He's in my community.
What's up, Clarbinks? How are you?
Clarbinks is part
Welcome.
of the Panty Squad. Yes, they are called the Panty Squad. The
It's
reason
true.
why is because on Twitch we do raids, and at the end of your stream, I'm sure you guys know when you host somebody, you go and you show them love, and it's a raid, right? So we called them panty raids.
Yep, which is
And so
fine.
and it was just a meme. It just stuck.
And did that originate from Animal House?
No, I
'Cause
just
that's what they did
my
in-
chat actually created it.
That's what they did in
Yes, I
Animal
am Crumbs.
in Animal House. That's what they did.
That's probably what it's from then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little do I know. I should not play League. That's cute.
What's up,
Hi,
Sonal?
Sonal. What's going on? Yeah, and so now we have the emote, which Clarbinks just posted in chat.
Yep, I like it. Clarbinks, thanks so much. I
And,
appreciate
when
that.
we raid people, we spam the emote. That's them.
Oh, I'm in there. I've seen it.
I know.
But your icons are Harry Potter.
I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. I have 2 Harry Potter tattoos. It's just J.K. Rowling has tweeted me twice.
Really?
Yes, 2 so far. That's my counter. I just
Damn.
want her to know who I am. That's
J.K.
want in
Rowling
life.
counter right there.
I'm like,
Damn.
she's Senpai has noticed me. So yeah, I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. Have been my whole life. And I decided with the opportunity with Twitch, when they were looking for sub badges and emotes and that sort of thing, I'm like, well, duh, it just kind of makes sense to make them Harry Potter themed because that's who I am as a person. And so yeah, whenever people subscribe, they get a lightning bolt. And then after 3 months, you do. You're moving up though.
Yep.
He's gonna get the Resurrection Stone at 3 months, and then you get the invisibility cloak at 6 months, and then 1 year is the Elder Wand, and then at 2 years you get the Deathly Hallows symbol. You're the Master of Death. At that
And there
point.
are many Deathly Hallow icons.
I'm very lucky. My community's awesome. I mean, when people ask what's the best part about my job, my answer every single time will always be my community, because I wouldn't have this job without them.
Yep.
And I feel like that kind of goes under the radar sometimes. People forget that. And I also have a very kind chat.
You do. You do have a kind chat.
So I'm very lucky in that sense, because there's not very many people on Twitch can say that they have a non-toxic chat.
True. Yeah, we lock ours down. I'm pretty tight on mine.
Yes.
And my community knocks those people out before I even get to it.
Yes. Same.
Like, my mods are just like, nope, you didn't need to see it. I'm like, what did they say? They're like, don't worry about it. And then just move on.
Yep.
So, and that's kind of one of the other reasons I wanted to introduce you to our community and people that might not necessarily know exactly who you are, because I think people get scared when they go into another chat and they see somebody and they don't want to talk.
Yeah,
and
it can be intimidating.
It is, completely. But I think when I first went in, as obviously I was Legion, but nobody cared, nobody knew, but you had called me Jeff, and you're like, say hi, and that was it, and everybody's just like, what's up? And it is a very what's up. If you're here supporting Haley, we all do together, you're good with us.
I like that.
And I think that's another reason. So if you haven't followed HayliNic yet, you have to. And I'm not saying you have to, like I'm going to hold you to it, but you should, unless you're a douche. You totally should, and none of you are,
guys.
so you should get on in there and make sure. Who invented the headless
our girl
hat?
Laura over here. She's vlogging me.
You're getting quoted. You're getting questioned.
I'm getting questioned. What do you mean? Who invented the headless hat?
I don't even know what the headless hat is.
I don't either.
Or is it? Do you mean the sorting hat?
Sorting hat?
That'd be a good question.
I don't think there's no such thing. What vault? 713. The vault of. Philosopher's Stone in Gringotts.
Very true.
Sometimes we play a game in my chat where people will quiz me. They'll come in and try and stump me on Harry Potter trivia. And it gets deep. It gets really deep into Harry Potter.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
I think they should have kept it Sorcerer's Stone. I don't agree with the fact that they said Philosopher's Stone is better because the Sorcerer's Stone is evil.
Do you know why they did that?
Why they flipped it to philosophers?
Yeah.
Because they wasn't it? I thought it was the whole evil sorcerer thing.
So originally, the book came out. It was released in the UK first as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, okay.
When it came out in the US, they didn't think that people would know what a philosopher was, because when you think philosophy, you think philosophy. So instead they changed it to Sorcerer's Stone, because everyone knows they think sorcerer, okay, magic.
Oh yeah, got it. So I was wrong in my interpretation.
Yeah, so in the US, when you go to buy it, you'll buy Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. But if you go to the UK, I have a set of the books that are published from Bloomsbury, and as well as Scholastic, so UK and US. And so my UK set has Philosopher's Stone.
Damn. Well, now I know what to get you for Christmas. not those books. Something else. Something else.
My collection is slowly growing, but it's,
we are not going to turn this into a frickin' Harry Potter questionnaire, making sure that you need to go. If you follow Haley and then you sub to her channel, then you get your button there. You can ask all the questions you want.
Feel free. I love this. It was Ginny's first boyfriend, Dean Thomas. No, seriously. Bring these. If you guys.
All right, never mind.
You don't have to follow me, but you guys are welcome to. Bring these questions into my chat, and we'll have a total face-off.
That's what it is.
I love it. How many wands? Oh, God. 4 or 5?
I have the movie production Harry Potter wand.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
From the studio It was the only one at that point in time that was actually licensed to create it because it was the movie studio that used it. It was the one that replicated it.
Okay.
So it was like like how they did everything.
Yeah.
It's that wand.
Cool. That's
So
sick.
when
One of my subs for when we were at the very first TwitchCon, I think it was, he used to work at a movie theater, and he had kept the reel of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and he just had it. And he brought it to me and he gave it to me.
Damn.
Isn't that so cool?
Holy crap.
You don't have to record all this. I don't want to waste battery.
We got video on demand. We're fine. I got all of it.
Laura's being like my assistant. I love her. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. So I mean, that's awesome, and that's not as cool as my wand. But when I do go big in collector's items, I try to go big. Like I wouldn't get just like little things. I like to be like. So I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, great. Me too.
Massive Star Wars fan. So I have like clips from the actual original movie.
Do you?
Yeah. Like encased and enameled and all sorts of stuff so you can't get to them. And I collect the old canon because basically when Disney took over, they said anything that was not part of the actual movies is non-canon. So that's all technically not worth anything anymore. So all the Dark Empire and all that stuff is cooked, like Mara Jade and all those guys didn't exist. So now I collect that stuff because that was when my time of Star Wars was.
Yeah.
So I have like limited signed prints from Empire, Dark Empire, and all sorts of stuff.
So how do you feel now that Disney's taken over and done their stuff with it? What do you think?
Well, there's only so much I can say because we literally are running our Disney version of Star Wars Jedi Apprentice behind us.
Okay.
Or Jedi Challenges. That's the R thing we have. So because we are partnered with Disney and they're potentially monitoring this, I love everything that Disney has done with the new movies, and I greatly appreciate every part and everything. Now, in 6 days when I'm no longer working for Legion, you can come ask me the real answer, and I'll give you the real answer.
I'm very curious.
In general, what I do like is the fact that they have tried to stay true, especially with the in-between movies.
Yeah.
And bring it back to what Star Wars was good, which was a drama.
Yeah.
So I like that fact, and I like the fact that they, especially Rogue One, I thought that was really where Disney really stepped in and did it right. Because I liked Rogue One just as much as Empire, which is a big thing for me.
Wow.
Other people will say Rogue One sucked, it wasn't anything for it, but I thought it was great.
That's great.
But they might be over flooding the market with Star Wars, which might turn out to be a backlash.
It's been a lot lately, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought back in the day when you were a Star Wars fan, it meant we only get them every 3 years, and then there was literally 77, 83, 86, or 77, 80, 83. So we had like 17 years before a new one came out.
Yeah.
And Star Wars fans were hardcore Star Wars fans. Like, the fans are what started writing the books. The fans are what brought it out to the next thing.
Got all of it, yeah.
And while I feel like it's cool that they're bringing it back,
yeah,
at the same time, it's almost diluting how big of a Star Wars fan I am.
That's fair.
Like, but I don't want to be dickish about it. Like, I'm glad other people love Star Wars.
But it
I
just
feel like
changes.
I was an OG.
I guess it would be like if they started to come out with more Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, like I was there in the beginning.
Yep.
I'm glad you guys like it, but when you say you like Star Wars, you don't like it like me.
It's fair. That's how I feel about Harry Potter. People say they like it.
And I've been a Harry Potter since the second one also.
Yep.
So, listen, it is 4:32. I only told Haley I would have... Yeah, I told you.
Dude.
I told you. You can come back tomorrow if you want.
Yeah.
We can talk more.
Went by so fast.
Yeah. And I even told Pam earlier, and Stacy Roy were up here.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're going to take... I was like, do you want to take over? So they were up here for 45 minutes just streaming.
Just hanging out?
Yeah. So if I'm not up here and you got nothing to do, you just bring it up and say, John, turn it on for me. And you can have the Nick, whatever you want, and bring whoever else up you want. You're
Sweet.
fine.
I appreciate that.
So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
I was awesome. We will
great.
continue to be friends and work together anyway.
Always.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have more coming. Don't worry. TwitchCon 2017 coverage is happening live. We have a little more tonight. We got a couple more at Bloody Faster. Will be here at 5 o'clock. And then we got a party to go to and dinner and all sorts of fun stuff. But tomorrow we have even more. We're doing a Bethesda live event from 1 to 3 tomorrow right here. Somebody's going to win a Y710 Cube. Make sure you follow us at Lenovo Legion and keep tuning in here, twitch.tv/Lenovo Legion. And thank you again to HayliNic. Make sure you follow her. Get that sub. Make sure you get the wand. It'll be fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
We'll talk to you real soon. Thank you very much. Johnny, sign us off.
Sweet.